Hey, real estate collectors, be honest with me. Are you overwhelmed? Are you apprehensive about buying your first rental property? Well, if you are, you're in luck. I'm gonna simplify this process for you. I've got 7 basic steps to help you break down this process. And if you stick with me to the end, I'm going to show you one of my game-changing bonus tips that I wish I had when I got started. Now, if you don't know who I am, I'm Charlie Real Estate, an 8-figure real estate collector with over 30 properties. And I've used these basic steps to help more than 50 people just like you buy their first rental property. Now, these tips aren't just random. They're step-by-step process that I personally know will help you. So let's dive into that right now. Step number 1, it starts with being financially prepared. A failure to plan is a plan to fail. So the first thing you have to do, you have to know your credit score. I always say cash is king, but credit is God. So make sure that you analyze your credit score using My FICO, because that is the most accurate credit score and that's what the lenders use. Remember, good credit means you get access to capital. The next thing I recommend you do is you start saving some cash. I think you need about 5% of the property's purchase price that you're targeting. The last thing to do on this preparation checklist is to talk to at least 3 lenders. Have all of them walk you through the process so you fully understand how the money works. All right, step number 2, determine your strategy. Maybe you already own a home, and if you do, think about renting that home out and purchasing another. Now, if you're a first-time home buyer, you might want to consider house hacking. Now, house hacking is when you buy a property and you rent it out to roommates, or you can buy a multifamily unit and live in one unit and rent out the rest. Now, I get it. If you're a first-time home buyer and you're not really feeling the roommate thing, then simply buy a property right now, live in it for 12 months, and then rent out that property and buy a new one. And you can do this every single year, year after year, and repeat this process. It's just that simple. Step number 3, location, location, location. Now, I'm sure you have heard this before. I'm sure this is not the first time you've heard this. I recommend that you try to identify 10 neighborhoods that fit your price point. Then you want to determine the average rent and the average age of the homes in each of these neighborhoods. Now, after you've done this research, analyze the best location that has the highest rents and the newest homes. That is your sweet spot. Let's pause for a second. If you're finding this information valuable, if this is helping you in any way, just do me this one little favor. Tap the like button. This really does help the channel, and it helps increase the chances of somebody else getting this information. Step number 2. You need to find a trusted guide for this journey. You need to find a good, scratch that, you need to find a great real estate agent. Don't just pick the first one you meet. Please do not just pick the first one you meet. Interview at least 3 real estate agents, and if they own a rental property themselves, move them up to the top of the list. Listen to me. The right real estate agent can help you make millions. Step number 5. When potential properties come across your desk, analyze them thoroughly. The more you analyze properties, the more sophisticated of an investor you're going to become. At a minimum, make sure that the rental income comfortably, and I mean comfortably, exceeds the mortgage. And you also want to take into consideration any potential vacancies or repairs that you might have in the future. All right, step number 6. Once you found that one property that you just fall in love with, make an offer. Aim to bring as little of your money to the table as possible. Negotiate, negotiate, negotiate. It is free. I repeat, it is free to ask for what you want. The worst thing the seller can say is no. Make it a game. Try to get the seller to pay the closing costs and cover all the repairs. Step number 7. Now it's time to close a deal. But before you do so, make sure you thoroughly, and I mean thoroughly, inspect the property, and also look for any hidden HOA, property tax, or insurance fees. And always do a final walkthrough of the property to ensure everything is as it should be per the contract. Now, here's the bonus. Once the property is yours, inventory the entire home. Make note of every appliance, and I mean every appliance. Make sure you get the make, model, and year of the appliance. And then I also want you to read the tenant landlord laws. I know it might be a little bit of a snoozer, but just read it. The whole goal is that you want to be proactive instead of reactive. Now, if you need help executing these steps, I got your back. If you want me to guide you through this process personally, then go to helpmecharlierealestate.com and we can see if you're a good fit for the 0 to 1 rental system. As always, I hope this helped in some way. I'm signing out. This is Charlie Real Estate. Stay wealthy, my friends. Cheers.